Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Blown Off Breakfast Club. Monday, January 12, 2026.
26. Here we go.
About halfway through the first month already. It's accelerating beyond
Starts
belief.
now. Just try to get it. So
yeah, well, you got it. You got it good, man. Man, we hope you're all doing great today. Look at that. We got Kelly Dutton in the house. We'll give her a cheer. Always good to have Kelly Dutton here for all your commercial needs. Don't forget Kelly Dutton. Yeah, she is ready to rock and roll, my friends, and so are we. Who we got? Ron Smith getting ready to go. How's it going, Ron? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. You know what I'm gonna do, Steve?
what are you gonna do? Tell me.
I'm gonna drop a Bible verse into the chat.
Come on,
All
bro.
right, Bible verse into the
going?
chat. You know, I said put your favorite Bible verse in last. I think it was Friday, right?
Yeah.
But y'all were like putting like John 3:16, but not the verse, just the. Not the actual.
Yeah.
If you're gonna drop your Bible verse, like put in the whole verse, so we can read it. I mean, I don't have time. We don't have time to look it up while you're. You know what I mean? Like we're doing this. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like let me stop and look it up. So drop your favorite. If you enjoyed a verse this morning, drop it in.
Yeah,
drop it in.
That's great.
If you got up, did your morning revival? You know what I mean? You enjoyed something, drop it in. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Okay. So also. I just want to make sure that everybody saw the 49ers womp on the Eagles last night.
Hey, wow. You already laid that up. Wow. Wow. Hey, I did see the end of that game, and I thought about you. I thought, man, Kristen, I'm sorry.
I know. I almost texted Kristen.
I know.
Well, I'm sure. I'm surprised you were awake. First of all, Frank. But
okay. All right. That was a struggle. I'm not gonna lie. Right, that was a bit of a struggle, but no, yeah, that was something else, huh, Kristen? How do you feel about it?
I'm not feeling great. I'm not gonna lie.
Did you watch it in its entirety?
Oh, of course I did. As a matter of fact, so we had a swear jar out because my husband was so fired up by all of it, and I said, if you don't stop, every time you say something, you're gonna put $1 in the swear jar. So I made a lot of money last night, even though the Eagles lost.
Mama's going to get some new shoes.
Oh,
I was like, I have a Sephora wish list, and I'm just saying you're contributing to it tonight.
Well, I'm not, hey, look, I always, root for the home team. You know what I mean? When it comes to these kind of things, but I'm not like obsessed with football or anything like that or any sport except for motorcycle racing, MotoGP. Okay. That I'm obsessed with. But, but to just see the Niners, get that win, it was kind of pretty cool. Pretty cool. For me anyway, for us.
At least it was a good game. Yeah,
it was.
It was very
thrilling. Yeah, it was tough.
It's always nice when it's a good one.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
That Buffalo game was pretty good yesterday too.
What was?
Came right down to it. Buffalo and Jacksonville. That was a good game.
And Buffalo won, right?
They did. Like last few minutes, it was good.
Go Patriots.
There you go. There you go.
All right.
So let's see. Hey, how'd the weekend go, man? Who's got something good from the weekend? Like come on, somebody give me something good. Let's just get the juices flowing here, man. We got stuff to talk about today. Let's get the juices flowing with some kind of a good win, man. Something from over the weekend, maybe Friday, Saturday, Sunday, something happened. Greg, what happened, man? Give it to me.
Oh, there we go. I almost sat trombone myself.
Just about.
Come on. What's up, Greg?
Got a new contract in on Saturday on a purchase that I approved on Friday, thanks to calling old agents that I haven't kept up with, that I did my research, and they are now above 8 buy-sides in the year. So,
wow,
gotta keep researching the ones I work with, and then I got 2 refis quoted, 1 refi locked. And it was a good weekend to work on refis.
Yeah, it's great, man. I want to go back to the. So this was an agent that you had done business with in the past, but you let him slip for whatever reason. Did a little research, figured out, this one's back in the hunt here. How many times did you need to contact this revived agent before you got this referral? Like, was it week? One day, one call? What was it?
Yeah, this is even better than that. This fits right into MMA and the things that I changed joining MMA. So this agent I attempted to do a deal with. The deal fell apart at the end of the right before closing, and it was actually I would argue it was pretty much my fault. So I felt so guilty about it, I stopped reaching out to him. Like, we would see each other at events, we would talk normally, but I just stopped calling. And we saw each other at an event recently, and he, I brought it up. I said, look, that happened. I have felt bad about it. And he said, it was the client's fault. And then I just put him back on my Monday calls. Two calls, new deal, contract in 2 days. So 2 calls, deal in 2 days.
It's a big lesson, man.
Isn't that funny?
That's a big lesson for everybody.
We hold on
right
to
now.
it, and we know, we're like, oh my gosh, I blew it, and they forgot.
And we just stop. Yeah. I mean, Greg, what you did is very common, right? We had something go cattywampus, one of Gen Z's favorite words. We have something go cattywampus, and then we blame ourselves. Next thing you know, we just don't even reach out, like we're humiliated and don't even want to call and talk to the agent, when in reality the agent was like not tripping hard at all. And then we come back a little bit later, and next thing you know, we're getting a deal and it's in contract.
Yeah. And how many deals did I miss because I made up a story in my head? And so just another wake-up call. These narratives I write in my mind, maybe make a call to confirm if they're even remotely true, because, well, they never are.
That's even an interesting way to make the call. I'm just calling. I've got this thing going on in my head. I just want to know if it's real or not. This is how I feel about what happened. How do you feel about that? That would be an interesting call to make.
Yeah. So what a lesson. I mean, it's just like, that's what MMA did for me. I would have never made that call. I would have avoided him at events, and it's just such a great example. So I'm glad to talk about it this morning.
That's a good one. Great way to start. Joanne, what about you? Give us something good. Give us some win.
So I did an open house on Saturday, and we had about 75 people sign in. So I have to work. I know, it was insane, and it was a $700,000 house, which, I mean, I think is a pretty decent sized house.
Yeah,
solid people, great conversations, and then all weekend from late Friday, Saturday, Sunday, just I need a pre-approval letter. So I'm hoping to get at least 2 contracts today, hoping that those contracts get accepted. The people that are working, the listing agents, the buyer's agents, myself, we've all worked together before. So I'm hoping that brings, some value. And, my goal is to get on Loan Officer Breakfast Club. I'm here, but I've been, in the background. So it's just such a pleasure to see everybody, and such a great way to start.
Yeah. Right on.
Greg, that was awesome. You should have stopped at him.
That was a good one to start with. So 75 people.
It was a madhouse. It was an absolute madhouse. But this realtor that I deal with that did the open house, he has everyone sign in on iPads. And we thought that it was going to be busy. So I had an iPad. He brought an agent assistant. So they had one too. So we captured a really good amount of people that were coming in. And when you put the information in the iPad, it's verified. So all name, address,
it's legit.
Phone number, and email address is all.
Yeah, it's not Santa Claus at upears.com. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I feel really good about where this year is going so far.
Is that in part because the Niners beat the Eagles?
No.
Oh man! Wait a second.
Carl, are you gonna let him beat up on me like that?
I recorded it. I was gonna watch it today.
Oh, baloney!
I swear I was gonna watch it at lunch today.
Well, forget it.
I didn't listen to any news. I left the TV off. I haven't checked my email.
Get on my bed.
Well, I'm gonna give you the spoiler alert.
No, don't tell me. Hang on, let me hit the.
Frank, I will never, ever refer anything ever to football because I think it's an absolute waste of time. So sorry, Kristen. Sorry, everybody. But no, I'm not doing.
Okay,
but can I just say?
Good answer.
Chris, is Chris Johnstone on here? Because you guys were talking about fasting the other day, and I could not get on to say I fast every Monday from Sunday night at 6 o'clock to Monday at 6 o'clock every single Monday, and it is
Yeah.
one thing that has benefited me throughout the last 7 months that I've been on this journey. So, yeah.
That's a good way
I would
to do
never
it.
fast
Yeah.
like you guys are fasting for 3 days. Yeah, I can't do that, but I definitely do the 24-hour thing. So,
Yeah. Awesome. Great stuff.
I got to say.
If you're getting value from this already, go ahead and tap that like button. It helps more loan officers find content that actually makes a difference. And hey, if staying ahead of the market and learning what's really working in our industry matters to you, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss another episode. We read every comment, so drop your thoughts down below. We'd love to hear from you and know what's working or what you'd like us to cover next. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you here next time. Thank you, Joanne.
Oh, fast. I thought he said we were feasting for 3 days.
He did. He did.
Okay, I totally blew the weekend, so I'll.
All right, good stuff. Giancarlo, come on, give us a win, buddy.
So I had a fantastic, phenomenal weekend. It's been a minute, honestly, since I've had this. So I took one of my team members out, so we can go open house hunting. So we visited 11 open houses on Saturday. Okay, got some phenomenal contacts real estate agents to that. And on Sunday, I actually hosted two other open houses, got 7 new leads. Everybody's verified. Agents called me right after the open house and they're like, hey, I have this other client that I need help with, and I did some videos with them, for social media, and we were actually going to get on a TikTok live too, but we were so busy that we couldn't. So, yeah, and then I actually got a new lead in for a ground up construction as well. So super busy weekend. I mean, honestly, like something is starting to shift, and it's just like you gotta build momentum. It's phenomenal.
Hey, so when you say something's building, so like if somebody said, all right, man, what's the number one thing all this activity has in common? Is there like 1 or 2 things?
Yeah. So the first one is intentional focus. Okay. So the beginning of the year, I made it a condition for me to not pay attention to things that were not on my business plan. Okay, so if I didn't have it on there, I'm not even paying attention to
eliminate
it.
Eliminate the clutter and shiny whistles.
Eliminate the shiny clutter and whistles. The second one, right, is that you need to have a beginning and an end. You need to know when you're going to stop working. This ambiguity of, I'm thinking I'm working when you're really not, doesn't work. So if I'm starting at 8 in the morning and I'm going to stop at 5 in the afternoon, that's my time. After that, it's intentional time with family. So that's those 2 things are the ones that have changed my business and have been phenomenal.
Working off your calendar.
Nice.
Working off my calendar.
Dig it, man. Congrats. Great stuff. Well, hey, man.
Can I just jump in? I'm sorry. It's so hard for me to be
Yes, you can. Go right ahead.
I'm sorry, Carl, to answer your question. And you say this all the time. Consistency. Consistency in everything you do will move the needle, period. Happy Monday.
True.
Unless I'm consistently avoiding the activity.
Right.
No, I'm not saying it to be funny. It's not just being consistent.
That moves the needle too.
It's consistent on the things. Yeah. I hear you, Joanne, but you're right. Is that consistency out trumps talent? Everything. Good stuff.
Awesome. Yeah. Good stuff. Wow, what a great way to start the show in many ways. And yeah. So hey, today's topic, we wanted to talk about that objection when you're making calls to real estate agents that you haven't met with them yet. They're qualified. You're making the outbound phone call, Carl. And before you can even get 2 words out of your mouth, they say, I already got a loan officer I'm working with. Yeah. So we were going to discuss, what do we think
Hold on. I wonder, when you just said that, what did you feel? Drop in the chat. Hey, make the outbound call so you get the courage to make the call, and then all of a sudden you hear, hold on, I already got a lender I work with. What did you feel?
How do you feel?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
A challenge. I like
challenge.
that. Yeah. What else?
Yeah.
Rejection. A challenge. I love that, Brad. Let's see here.
Yeah, we're looking for how you feel. What does it make you feel?
Of course you do. Shelly's like, duh. Asa, next. Adam, I like that. Of course you do. Dave Fernandez. I've not heard no before. And let's see here. Jeff.
Oh, I've heard no before. And yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I just wanted to bring up, let's have this discussion today because we're still at the beginning of the year, and we just want to talk about this. We are going to be making calls. We're going to be calling qualified agents, right?
Yeah.
This objection is a real common one. Probably one of the most common ones, right?
Sure.
If there's an objection, is I already got somebody.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So let's approach this. First of all, I'll just start the conversation here. Something to think about is, and everybody, let's join in, raise hands, all that stuff. And we do have a giveaway for you, right? But really, if you think about it, when we're reaching out, one thing to consider is of course, we want to be the loan officer that's the favorite pick of a qualified agent. Of course we do, right? But in reality, what are we really trying to accomplish with this call? It's not to be their loan officer yet, right? Right now, we're just trying to get to meet them, right? We just want to get to know them. We're just trying to have an appointment. That's the purpose of the call.
Yeah.
Now, here's the truth. Hey, you might have someone, sure, let's say, yeah, let's get together, and you might meet with them on Zoom or face-to-face or on the phone or whatever. Heck, you might think, ain't no way I want to do business with this person. Right? You might think to yourself, we're not a match. Okay, so really, truthfully, we're just trying to have the meeting. And so let's just start with that premise, and then kind of work on this. What's the way you overcome this objection, Bill?
Frank, though, I want to make sure everybody caught what you just said because that's so important.
Mm-hmm.
What Frank said is the purpose of the call is not to earn their business, gain their trust, get their referral. Sometimes that happens, right? But that's not the purpose. The purpose is to get another meeting. The purpose of the phone call, the only purpose of it is to get another purposeful, intentional meeting instead of like I'm calling them, they're not expecting my call.
Right.
And so the only purpose is to get the meeting.
Yeah. That is the purpose of the call. Bill,
Period.
thoughts?
I'm not as refined as a lot of the other people that are on this call, but I honestly say I don't want to be your loan officer. I'm just trying to get to know you. I might not even like you. And when I know that sounds funny, and I'm not just saying that just to make noise, but what I'll tell you is that it automatically disarms them, and then their automatic
response
response back to me is then they're trying to get me to like, because everybody it's crazy, but then they automatically put their guns down and they're not shooting at. So it's pretty cool. Yeah. Especially when they're really nasty about it. That's really cool.
They can be pretty nasty sometimes, huh? Once in a while you get a nasty one. Yeah. So the purpose really is just the meeting, right? Yeah. That's what we're trying to do.
Absolutely.
So what are some responses to that? I mean, how do we respond to this objection of, all right, you got a loan officer. If we know, well, I'm not trying to be your loan officer. Put in the chat or somebody raise their hand. How do you deal with it? Let's talk about it. Next, Adam.
I saw that. Yeah.
Just next.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really? Is it work? Vicky, what do you got?
So I've had them where they say, well, we've already got a loan officer. And I'm like, that's great. I said, I assume you do. But I just want to ask you a couple questions about your business and what you're doing to stay atop the market and how things are going for you. So then I ask them, and they've let me. I've had them on the phone for 15, 20 minutes before. And I've asked them, well, do you call your past database? Oh, no, I really should. And I said, well, let me know. And I bring those things that we've talked about forever that they should be doing as well. And they're like, oh, okay, I've not gotten business, but I've gotten that meeting, so to speak, right there on the phone.
Yeah.
So
perfect. I love it.
Ask more questions.
I love it. Good one. Good one. Jeff.
Yeah, so I'll say, hey, I can appreciate that. You're a busy realtor, and you probably have lenders you work on a long time. I appreciate that. I'm just looking to get together with you, get a cup of coffee, find out what you're doing to be successful in this real estate market, and see maybe we can share some ideas and some things that can help with your business. And that usually kind of just calms them down. I talk a little bit, and we usually can get an appointment, unless they're I get them whether it's like, yeah, my wife's my lender and stuff, and there's a little more challenge there. But
sure. Then you say, well, how's the marriage going? I'm just curious.
I use Gen Z. She had a really good one. I'm not looking to break up any marriages, and that actually works pretty good. I get a laugh out of them. It sets them at ease. I think it's great. I use that with the regular when they say, there are lenders that say, hey, I appreciate your best friend's your lender. I'm not going to break up a relationship. That's a great tip that she shared.
Yeah. When you do that, how successful is it for you? Like, 1 out of 10, just off the top of your head. Like when I get that objection, this is my response. What percentage would you say, sure, man, let's get together?
I would say still pretty good. I'm going to say maybe 50%, let's say. I still work on the percentages, but usually if I can talk to them, my odds of getting together are pretty good, or it's like we need to get it on the calendar kind of a thing. But sometimes they're like, they just don't want to deal with you, and
So if they crack the door open a little, you can get yourself in there.
I'm going after them.
Yeah. Good stuff. Awesome. What else do we got? Anything in the chat, Kristen, that we should bring up? That's a good response to this objection.
A lot of people are sort of talking a little bit about the, of course you do. And I think that goes back to, before we even make these calls, if you're calling qualified agents, there's 2 things you need to know. Number 1, they're probably sending their business somewhere else. They're already working with somebody. And number 2, they're busy. So kind of knowing where you want to go with that before you make the call, I think that helps with some of the call reluctance too. Just knowing some basic objection handling and saying, all right, I know I'm going to hear these 2 things. So what do I want to say when I do hear that?
I love it. Good. Marcio, thoughts?
Good morning. In addition to what's been said, one of the things that I do is, before I call, I already looked up that agent's production on Redditor. So I already know if they're married to somebody, right? Because it's there. It says who they're working with.
Oh, true.
So I take 15 seconds to see where that lender is from. And if they're like retail, credit union, I know they're not going to have all the products. So if they're trying to blow me off, I'll ask them, are you working with any flippers? Are you working with any investors? Any of the products that particular lender might not offer. And that sometimes gives you the opening to keep the conversation going and then try to bring them over to you to say, hey, you should be open to having a follow-up call where I can learn more about your business.
And how does that work out for you?
Seems to work fine.
Yeah.
I get clients that way, and it's going well. So, but
awesome.
one of the things for this year is tracking, right? So because I don't want to give you the answer of seems to work fine. This year,
right?
One of my goals is it works 13% of the time or X% of the time because I'm tracking everything this year. Everything.
Wonderful. Good news. Yeah, because that's kind of the response that we have. We're not tracking. It's like, yeah, we're pretty good. It's like, in other words, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
I really don't know.
This year I implemented a KPI. I'm measuring and tracking how many calls are being made, everything.
Perfect. That's a big deal. We should talk about that tomorrow. Glenn Cinnamon.
Hey, good morning.
What's up, man?
Hey, Glenn, did you happen to catch a 49er game? Just curious.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Football season's over for me.
Okay.
Jeez, yeah.
All right, give it to us, brother.
Brother. Hey,
overcome the objection. I already got a lender.
Hear that? Got a lender. Hey, and your lenders are fantastic. I'm looking at your numbers. You have great productions, but really, it's not about them. I'm a student of success, and I'm looking to network with other successful people in our industry. Does tomorrow or Thursday at 2:30, 3 o'clock sound good for you?
Wow, I like that. What do you
just flip it right back to
kind of right for the jugular too? Yeah, of course. What about tomorrow?
Yeah,
what about tomorrow?
I love it. Hey, and listen, you're going to hear one of 2 things. No, I'm too busy. What do you say next? No, Glenn. Hey, I appreciate that, man. I'm busy. I'm not able to meet right now.
Yeah, I know. And people who are successful are always busy. But how about 2 weeks down the road? I mean, what does that look like for you? Can we set it up then? And or it's like, well, let's what would work for you? Because sometimes it's earlier in the morning. Let's go before your day starts. Let's make it then. Just
And here's what you're going to hear after that. Look, intentionally, I love this, Glenn, because then you're going to say, they'll either say, well, you'll probably have, a percentage, not probably, you'll have a percentage to say, well, you know what? Okay, what about 2 weeks from now? And then you'll have a percentage to say, no, I'm just too busy. And what's interesting, Glenn, is that you're going like it's a lot like this. I was going to share this, Frank, about the illustration. All a rebuttal is it's a lot like going shopping at the mall. Anybody ever been shopping at the mall? You walk in, and let's say you walk into Nordstrom's or J.C. Penney's or whatever your jam is, and you walk in, and Frank, I walk in the door, and I've got this lovely sales attendant. They greet me at the front. What do they always ask me?
Hey, what can I do to help you?
Yeah. Hey, can I help you find something?
Yeah.
And
what can I help you find?
What does everybody say?
What's the number one? I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm
so
good.
if I walked in and
looking.
I said, hey, Glenn, I said, hey, great to see you today. Is there anything I can help you find in the store? Everybody's going to say probably one thing, right? And it's going to be, nope, I'm just looking. And what you'll find about rebuttals and objections, the challenge is when we identify what the 1, 2, or 3 things, like when you're in a loan consultation, the thing that's going to come up is what's your rate? When you're calling agents you don't know, they're going to say, I'm too busy. I've already got a lender. Like there's only about 3 or 4 things they're going to say. And if you can find a way to overcome that objection, here's what happens. So Kristen, let's you and I role play, and you walk in the store. I'm the lovely attendant. And I say, can I help you find something? And you can choose your path. So you go however you want to go, easy, hard, I don't care. But I'm going to say, can I help you find something in the store today?
I would say, no, I'm good, just looking.
Hey, Kristen, and I won't know your name, so but I would say, are you looking? So there's one of 2 things we can do here. We can say next, or we can find a way to see if we can convert the next group. You won't get them all, but you'll get more than what you had. So I can either say, okay, hey, well, if you need help, I'm going to be over here in the corner. Please let me know. My nephew's actually selling boots at Cavender's, and I've been teaching him these how to do this. And he's like, bro, uncle, I'm selling a ton. It works in retail as it does in the mortgage space. But Kristen, I could say, hey, I'll be over here. Or I can say, are you looking for hats or shoes?
And then shoes, Steve, always shoes. Well, let's just say you said shirts or pants, right?
Oh, here's what's funny. It doesn't even matter. I could say hats, shoes, underwear, socks, blouse, jeans. It doesn't even matter what you ask. It just matters that you ask something.
Yeah, because then I'm going to tell you. I'm going to say, no, I'm looking for shoes.
Yeah, and you'll do one of 2 things. You'll either say, no, I'm just looking. So that's going to be half of the room. And the other's going to say, hey, I'm looking for a hat. Awesome. Well, would you mind if I walk you to the hat department? Half are going to say, no, I'm good. I'll make my way there in my own time. And some will say, yeah, sure. Walk me to the hat department. Well, here's the crazy thing. You'll get to the hat department, and guess what? Some will find the exact hat they're looking for, and some will not. And isn't that sales? Like when we're making these phone calls and we say, hey, I'd love to meet with you. You're doing great numbers. I'd love to hear your story and what you're doing to have great success. Kristen's going to tell me, hey, I already got a lender. And then I just have to have something that comes back and says, well, of course you do. Like I just have to have a quick thought, or of course you've got a great lender. Great agents have great lenders. I'm not trying to be your lender. I'd love to hear your story. How about tomorrow at 2? And guess what? A portion of them will say, okay, sure. And then a portion will say, no, I'm really busy. And then here's where I get a chance. See, I walked them through door 1. Now I get to go to door 2, and guess what? Some will say no, and some will say yes, but at least I got further. And so it's like, hey, I'm really busy. My rebuttal. Well, of course you're busy. Great agents are always busy, right? So all I have to do is just go 1, 2, and guess what? Some of them are going to off ramp and say, no, I'm just not interested. Okay, well, would you mind if I follow up from time to time? Sure. Awesome. Well, listen, you're crushing it in the market. I just want to encourage you, keep doing what you're doing. We got a tailwind, and I look forward to seeing you on the other side of a closing table. See ya.
Hey, if you're liking Loan Officer Breakfast Club, you really need to check out Mortgage Marketing Animals. Don't forget, we have live events pretty regularly throughout the year. You can learn more by going to mastermindretreats.com. Mastermindretreats.com. Go there, check it out. Hope to see you at one.
right? And then some are going to say, yeah, I'll meet with you. And it's like you're just trying to get that one word to go to the next stage. And guess what? Some are going to say nope, and some are going to say yes. And that's all a rebuttal is. So
Just a
when I think
process.
about rebuttals, I just think about your rate. Hey, your rate sounds high. Great. Based on what? I walked through one door. You know, and it's so there's not many. I would challenge everybody this week. If you hear an objection, and this is what I used to do, I'd hear an objection and then I'd just work on that objection until I got it. Because here's what I know, there's only about 3 or 4 in every area of your business, and that's it. And once you got them, you got them. And if you're a member, we have all of these, like it's the top 3 buyer objections, the top realtor objections, the top, like we've got these laid out for you, and we have them bow tied and wrapped up for you. So all you got to do is log in and just memorize one a week, or when it comes up, that way you'll get it like clockwork. So
yeah.
Hey, Steve,
And, you know,
what you said as far as like if they come up with that, well, I'm just too busy, and it's like,
yeah,
then I might go down the road. What an earlier caller
hey, well,
said is, yeah,
hey,
what's
Glenn.
keeping
Hey,
you
listen.
busy,
Hey, brother.
Steve?
Hey, hold on, brother. I know you're busy. Listen, I'm gonna be by your office tomorrow at noon. What if I just
Nice.
brought you a quick lunch? Like, bro, what do you like? Subway, Chick-fil-A? Let me pick something up for you and just come high five you. You like a coffee? So if I'm really pursuing this person, I might even say, hey, and look, I'm not even going to be by his office tomorrow. But I know that this is somebody I'm trying to go after, and I'm gonna make that time to go by. So, Glenn, if he keeps saying I'm really busy, I might even say I got one right now. I'm really hot to trot after. Like I keep saying, bro, I'm gonna be by your office tomorrow. Let me drop some food off. Because see, all I know is once I get in front of them, now I've got an opening. Does that help, Glenn? Where you at?
he's muted.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's perfect. Thank you.
hey, and one last thing here. I know we're at the top of the hour. I just looked, Steve, of all the different people that you and myself and Frank and Kristen and Jen and the rest of the gang here that we're mentoring. I just went through their tracking forms here just real quick.
Yeah.
And here's what I got. This is very interesting. The worst, is that the right word? Hey, I'm just going to talk freely. The worst results that I'm sitting here looking at, and this is a lot of different people. The worst result I found was a 28% conversion rate. In other words, when working the plan, doing it for 12 weeks, they meet the worst one, met with 28% of the qualified agents they were calling on. So that was the worst. The best one was 53%.
Yeah.
That was the very best. My point being here, and if the worst one just does 2 for every one, in other words, if the best one called 5 and the worst one called 10, the consistent worst outpulls the slower best. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
So the very worst was 28%. Well, 28% of everybody. What's 20? I don't have my phone right here with me. What's 28% of? Let's say what 12, 3, 5, 60. What's 28% of 60?
Yeah. 16. Call it 17.
All right. So when I meet, not if, but when I meet with just 5 agents a month, just 5, not 5 a week, not 5 a day, a month. Every week meet with one, or every week meet with one week meet with 2. I don't think that's a stretch for anybody. That would be 60 over the period of a year. What'd you say it was, 17?
Yes.
I'd have 17 qualified agents. Let's say I get one deal every other month from them, not one a month, not 2 a month, one every other month. What's half of 17? 8.
Yeah.
What's 8 times 3,000? Eight closings, $3,000.
24.
Get a $24,000 raise at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Consistency out trumps talent every day of the week.
It does, man.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I think, it's that fear of, well, I got to be perfect, or I had this one agent that said, or this one time, this is what happened. Man, it's just got to get off that horse. But great scripts there, Steve. I loved it. Yeah. And doing this, I mean, is 53 better, using scripts like what from the master himself? Is getting 53 better than 28? Yes, of course. Do I want to practice that stuff? Yes, of course. But just go do it. Track your numbers.
That's it.
20% doesn't suck.
Yeah.
My personal number is 41. I just typed that in. I looked. So mine's 41. So I'm about halfway between the worst and the best. And I've been doing this a long time. It's not that much better than the worst. Frankly, it's not near as much as I'd like to think it was better. 41%.
Well, listen, guys, we've prepared something for you. If you put slides in the chat, you get a little handout that'll have a couple of rebuttals to the objections, or a couple of responses to the objection if I already have a loan officer, and also just how you can reach out to us to go deeper. If you want to, go all the way, man, go all the way. Kind of like the Niners against the Eagles.
God darn it! I honestly literally recorded that, and I was going to watch it today at lunch.
Kristen is not happy.
God almighty.
If she could climb through the screen right now.
Sometimes I do a good morning to Kristen. I didn't do a good morning because I didn't want, her to say, "Hey, yay, Eagles," or "Oh man, it was a horrible week," and God, man. Hey, one last thing, if it's okay. Hey, this is just for members.
Yep.
We have the live link for the 2-day event in March. Right, we're doing a workshop here in Clearwater Beach in March, and just for members, it's kind of a little bit of an honor system, but just for members, if you go to mastermindretreats.com, if you're an MMA member, if you use the code Florida, we pay half of your ticket. Now, if you're Alliance or Freedom, you come for free. Just call the office, say, "Hey, I want to come," and they'll save you a spot. But for members, mastermindretreats.com, and then in the coupon code, put in Florida, you get half price. That's intended.
Is that cap sensitive in any way?
It's not. It's not. We did it both ways. So for Florida, but you need to do it pretty quick. We just started calling the members, I think, like middle of last week. And I think we're at 60% capacity, a little over 60% capacity now. And this is not literally, if you knew these hotels in Florida, how they work is once they fill, the room is so sized that they literally have a fire marshal rule where you can't go over the number for safety purposes. Makes
sure.
sense. So we're about 60%. And if you go to mastermindretreats.com, all the information is there. And so that's it. Great topic today, Steve. And I love your scripts. Just. Going from 28 to 53 definitely moves the needle, but I don't have to be perfect to start, I guess was my point.
For sure.
And so great stuff.
Well, someone's asking if the hotel has is there a room block? No,
I don't think so. I don't think so. And the reason why it's right at the beginning of spring break. So you're definitely going to want to book your room really, really, really super early. But it's a pretty reasonable place, though. It's right on the beach. The location is just killer, and there's plenty of Airbnbs around. If you want to do that with somebody too. But definitely book your room quick because it's Florida in March is it's a cat's meow down here.
Yeah, it's popping.
Yeah,
it's popping.
What does cat's meow mean anyway? What the hell is that? Cat's meow.
Cat's meow.
Hey, can I throw something in real quick? A little shameless plug. Meg and I, today we have dialed in for members at 2:00, and we're going over the coffee appointment and post-coffee, how to do all your follow-ups. So
God, kind of
it'll be a
perfect and perfectly in line with today. Yeah,
agreed.
All right, good stuff, man. All right, well, come on, guys. Let's get on out of here. Have a good day. Guys, take it easy. Be here tomorrow. Loan Officer Breakfast Club brought to you by More Marketing Animals. Every Monday through Friday. See you then. Adios.
Great day, everybody. Except for Frank. Frank, you can have a bad day.
Just get started. Come on. We're not waiting on anything. We're diligently following up.